Today on In the Woodyard, we've got some snow and it's gotta go. Let's get plowing. So yesterday we had a big snowstorm, but it all went to the north of us. We were supposed to get 6 inches. We got about that much, maybe an inch, and it's the real crusty kind of wet stuff. We had rain first, then it was sleet, and then it turned to snow, but all the bad stuff went to the north. And my brother Kenny, he said over the last day he's got like a foot of snow because the big storm went north, which I'm okay with. I'm glad he got it and not me, but I still have to get rid of it. So as you can see, the parking lot has some snow on it. It's not a lot, but it's enough that if I leave it, it'll melt and then freeze, and then it'll turn to ice, and then customers will slip and fall and sue me and take me for everything I have. So snow's got to go. I'm gonna hook up the pusher real quick. All I'm gonna do is take off the snow off of the parking lot. The stuff in the woodyard you see back here is no big deal. That little bit we have, I drove around back there. I mean, there's really not much. That'll melt. We are going to have some very nice warm weather coming towards us over the next week or so. Every day is supposed to improve temperature-wise by 4 or 5 degrees. Every day it's supposed to just keep inching up. Right now it's about, I don't know, 10, 12 degrees this morning, but it is supposed to warm up tomorrow to be in the mid-20s. And then the next day is supposed to be 30, the next day is supposed to be mid-30s, the next day is supposed to be upper 30s, the next day after that is supposed to be 40. So I think the worm has turned, hopefully. I keep saying that, but hopefully the snow for the year is pretty much done. A lot of times in sometime the end of March, middle of March, we get a big snowstorm, but then it warms up and melts right away. But I think the really cold weather is behind us. So I got the tractor warming up over there. We're gonna go over and we're gonna hook up the pusher. Right now I've got the grapple, I'm gonna hook up the pusher. Look at that trailer, isn't that a nice trailer? Look at that. She's a beauty, haven't even used it yet, but it's gonna happen soon. So yeah, we're gonna go disconnect the grapple, I'm gonna hook up the pusher, and we're gonna move some snow. Here we go. there I got the plowing, I should say scraping done. Now you probably noticed part of the way through I switched over to the bucket. That's one of the drawbacks I have found with the snow pusher, is because it's got a rubber scraper on the bottom. Anytime you get super hard, crusty, you know, freezing rain type stuff, it doesn't take it off. You're just kind of sliding across the top, and it's not very good. So I switched over to the bucket because that's got a steel edge, and I was able to scrape the snow away and get, you know, closer contact with the blacktop. I don't really like to use that because it's hard on the blacktop, it's hard on the bucket. But I just did a back pull, as you saw, but I got it's all starting to melt out here now. But yeah, the pusher wouldn't really do much. It would just kind of skim across the top. It was leaving like a 1/4 inch of crust. And with the bucket, I was able to go in and just pull all this stuff back. And I didn't go too far. There was really not much snow. And we had, I don't think it was even an inch, but it was real crusty, hard, packed kind of stuff. And now it will bake in the sun here, and it'll all start to melt off. It's about 15 degrees now, so it's actually a pretty nice day because there's very little wind. You can see the flag over there just barely moving. So 15 degrees and sunny in the winter is nice. Winter just doesn't want to let go. It seems to be hanging on. Well, and during that time when I was doing the snow crusty crap removal, I got a phone call. A guy wants me to bring him someone. It's a past customer, and he said, if I can bring it today, it'd be awesome. I said, I'll be there in an hour. He says, only an hour? He said, how about 59 minutes? That would be better. He's just joking. And so I'm gonna go load up some wood right now, and we're gonna go deliver it to him. So that's what's gonna happen next. Well, I came back into the wood yard, back where I've got wood here that I wanna get, but this pallet is in the way. And this is one of the bad things I found about doing these corners like this, is that once they get, you know, rain and snow melted down there, they freeze down to the ground, and they're really hard to get out. Because our ground freezes here. The only thing I could do is put some type of a fabric. A lot of people mention putting landscape fabric underneath. My brother Ken uses some fabric underneath that he gets from a paper mill that's a screen. And you can put it on there and they can move them around and they don't freeze down. But this one's froze down. I want to get to this wood that's back here. So I want to drive the truck right in here so I don't have to throw it so darn far. So this is what I do. I've done this quite a few times. You can loosen them up, and I try to be gentle. This might be a hard one because it's got a double top and bottom, so it's not going to be an easy one to get off. But what I do is I just chop on the bottom like that, right where the cross member is, kind of down to the ground, and you can see, I think you saw it pop up. Oh, almost. We're close. I'll go to the other side and I'll chop on this side a little bit. Really no good angle to come from here. We'll give one over here. There we go. I think I got it loose. Yes, success. Good old X27 comes through again. So drag this one out of here. So it's hard to do that without destroying the pallet. I try to be real careful to not hurt it, because I do want to use it again. So there, we got that one out of the way. And then some of this stuff I can pick out of here. Make sure there's no nails sticking up. That's always an issue, because if I'm gonna back in here, I don't want to run a nail over. So there, now I can back the truck right into here. I don't have to throw it so dang far. So here I come, go get the truck. Well, there, now I can start chucking this face cord into the truck. That's what's going to happen. Beautiful day today. Beautiful, beautiful day today. It's too bad you're not here. Every day should be as beautiful as today. If it was, every day would be a beautiful day. Here we go, loading time. There it is. beautiful load of oak is once again in the truck, ready to go down the road. Now this customer that ordered this wood watches the channel, and somebody asked me the other day on the channel in the comments, they wanted to know how many customers I get from my YouTube channel. And I've only been doing YouTube now for about 1.5 years, and I've been doing firewood, selling it for, I don't know, 7, 8 years, something like that. And I don't get a lot of people that watch the channel that order wood for me, but I do get some. I would say this year I probably had at least 6, maybe 8 people that found me through the channel. So that's pretty good. And most of those have been repeat customers, like this guy bought before, and he's gonna buy this load, obviously. So I do get some sales from YouTube, but not a lot, mainly because the people I sell to are more in a city. They're not people that are really interested in cutting wood. If I was, you know, delivering wood to an area where there's a lot of people that cut wood or do a lot of stuff in the wood industry, and I know there are people that watch the channel that's what they do, I would probably have more customers maybe that I would get through YouTube. But my market area is more city type people that are ordering a face cord at a time, and they really don't have a lot of experience with saws and cutting wood unless they did in the past, and they're just interested in watching it. And I've got a few people that tell me on the channel too that make comments that they've never cut a stick of wood in their life, but they just like watching me work, I guess, outside, and think it's kind of cool. So I guess maybe someday I can get a lot of those people out in the woods and do some cutting. That'd be awesome. So we're gonna go deliver this load right now. I am back from my last delivery. I did not record it because it was in a little bitty garage and there was really no space, but I did deliver it because look, truck is empty. And I got another one. So I'm gonna put on another face cord, or 1/3 of a cord if you prefer, of mixed hardwood. And this is a repeat customer, so I'm gonna put a bunch of ash and maple, a bunch of different stuff in here. So that's what I got here. So we're gonna do this, and then I had 2 more orders that were possible for today, but one is gonna be in 2 days and one is gonna be in 3 days because they're at work and they couldn't get home. So they wanted it by the weekend, and it's gonna be on the weekend instead. So anyway, we're gonna get this one loaded up. I'm gonna go deliver this one. So wood is leaving again, just like always. It comes in, it goes. It comes in, it goes. It's kind of like Groundhog Day every day here, but that's okay. So let's speed this up again because I like fast loading. Look at that. Another load of beautiful wood ready to go down the road to its new home. Mostly ash. There was a lot of ash in a pile over there, and I had some maple, and then I came over here and got even more ash. So that's what it ended up being. But it's a nice load, and it's gonna go down the road, but not for about another 3 hours. This guy wants me to bring it after he's done with work, and after I'll be done with work too by then. Not till like 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. He said show up, so it's probably gonna be dark by then. So I'm gonna go inside. I got some work to do on the computer. I gotta go do some work for you guys. I have to do some editing and make some thumbnails and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go inside and work for about, I don't know, next 3 hours, and then we're gonna go deliver the wood. So I'll be right back. Next time you see me, I'll be chucking wood.